Hello everyone, today we will prepare 10 of the most popular rolls over the last 100 years. Let's see how they've changed and trace the evolution of this unique Japanese dish. Let's start with the 1920s. At this time, an early version of the maki rolls appeared in Japan. The base is a nori leaf. We put it on a bamboo mat. The second most important ingredient is rice. We spread it on the algae and distribute it evenly. You need to leave a strip of nori not covered with rice. Then fermented natto beans were used as the filling. They're covered in some kind of slime and they look really weird. Let's add them. There was also a fresh tuna added. And soy sprouts. Spread them out evenly. All that remains is to carefully wrap up the roll. I got it. You can put it on the table and cut off the uneven edges of the roll. Then they need to be carefully cut into 8 equal parts. Done. We serve it. And the early version of the 1920 poppy rolls is ready. We will try, of course, with wasabi and soy sauce. To be honest, the rolls are mediocre. It's a very strange filling. In general, 3 out of 10. Let's see what kind of rolls in Japanese ate into the 1930s. By this time, the classic maki rolls had already appeared. So look at the mat, top with rice, and distribute it. For the filling, only use fresh tuna. And just carefully wrap it up. Next for the slicing. And we serve it. That's it, the classic maki rolls from the 1930s are ready. Let's try them. By simply removing these strange ingredients, the Japanese got a much tastier roll. I give this 7 out of 10. 1940s. Handmade temaki rolls have become popular in Japan. So take some rice, spread it out over a small piece of nori. You won't even need a rug for this one. The base of the filling is this kind of fried unagi eel. We spread out a few pieces. Next in line is pickled daikon. And for freshness, green onions. That's it. Now we just roll it up into a cone with our hands. And we're left with this beauty. Temaki rolls from the 1940s are ready. However, it looks more like a cone than a roll. Let's try it. It is freaking delicious. It's already way more better than the modern rolls. I gave this 9 out of 10. 1950s. Thick futomaki rolls appeared. So let's look at the mat. Then comes the rice. It is necessary to fill a little more than half of the nori, and then some Japanese tamago omelet that started to be used for the filling. We spread it out. The next ingredient is dried pumpkin in a marinade. The marinade, by the way, is quite thick and looks very similar to teriyaki. Cucumbers for freshness. Pickled daikon again. And finally, you can roll it up. Next, carefully cut it with a thin knife. And set it up. The 1950s futomakis are ready. It is very interesting to try them. Quite tasty, sweet rolls. I safely give them 8 out of 10. Let's move on to the 1960s. During this period, festive rolls called ihomaki appeared, where symbolism was embedded in each ingredient. So let's put a mat under the first ingredient, the nori, and put the second ingredient, rice, on almost the entire area. The third ingredient is fried shiitake mushrooms. They are associated with longevity due to their nutritional value. The fourth ingredient is tamago omelet. It denotes prosperity and wealth because of its golden color. The fifth ingredient is unagi eel slices. It is associated with strength and endurance. The sixth ingredient is dried pumpkin. It symbolizes joy and happiness. And the seventh ingredient is cucumber, which means long life because of its long shape. And the eighth ingredient, tofu cheese. It is a symbol of health and purity. Roll up for the fold. So far, this is a roll with the largest amount of fillings. Let's slice into it. And we can serve it. That's it, the ihomaki are ready for the Setsubun holiday of the 1960s. We need to try this. I don't know if these rolls bring luck, wealth, and many more, but they taste really good. I'll give it 8 out of 10. The 1970s. It was then that they began to adapt the rolls to the American consumer, and the iconic California roll was created. We only need half a nori leaf. We distribute some rice on top. Turn it over, as this is the first roll with rice outside. For the first time, avocado was used in rolls. Another new product for sushi is crab sticks, cucumber, and we wrap it up. It's ready. So we transfer the roll to the Masago caviar and roll it around so that it sticks. Previously, such caviar had never been used in sushi. It remains only to cut into 8 pieces. Now time to serve it. That's it, the extremely popular to this day California roll of the 1970s is ready. Well, let's try it. Yeah, such rolls are much more familiar and tastier to me. I give them 9 out of 10. 1980s. The most legendary roll of all the time, the Philadelphia, was created in America. We distribute the rice on a sheet of nori. Turn it over. And the next new product in the rolls is Philadelphia cheese. Squeeze it out of the cooking bag. By the way, it is thanks to this cheese that the roll was named Philadelphia. Here is a fresh cucumber. And roll it up. Raw salmon. It was in the Philadelphia roll that it was used for the first time in sushi. We covered up completely, and finally we cut into it. We serve it on a plate. And the legendary Philadelphia roll, invented in the 1980s, is finally ready. Let's get it started. For me, it's the perfect taste for sushi, just 10 out of 10. 1990s. A very popular dragon roll was invented. Fill the nori with rice and turn it over. Then some cream cheese, just 1 strip. 3 slices of avocado. Fried shrimp and breadcrumbs. And you could wrap it up. Put it onto a cutting board. Now you will need an even bigger piece of unagi eel. We spread it out on top of a roll and slice it. The serving here is slightly different from the previous rolls, and the final touch. Pour some unagi sauce on top. And the 1990s dragon roll is finally ready. I wonder just how delicious it is. Honestly, 10 out of 10. It's perfect. Let's move on to the 2000s. Fried rolls appeared in this decade. As usual, the base is nori and rice, filling with fresh avocado, cream cheese, a piece of fresh salmon, and that's it, you can wrap it up. This roll is cooked with rice on the inside. Done. Then we roll it in flour from all sides. This is necessary in order for the next layer of dough to stick well. And the final third layer is panko breadcrumbs. That's it, you can deep fry the roll. It takes about a minute in time, so we just need to fry the dough so that it becomes crispy and can be taken out. Done. Let's cut into it. And now we serve it. And the final touch is sprinkled with spicy sauce on top. That's it, our fried roll invented in the 2000s is ready. Let's try it. I really like it. It is really crispy, and the warm filling gives a completely new taste to the familiar ingredients. 10 out of 10. Finally, in the 2010s, baked rolls became very popular. So we put some crab sticks on the nori with rice, a strip of cream cheese, avocado, and we wrap it up. Next, you need to roll the rolls in some Masago caviar. And then all the sliced ones onto a baking sheet. For cheese caps, we break some crab sticks into fibers. Squeeze out some mayonnaise into them. And grate in some fine, hard cheese. And mix all the ingredients up. Now you just need to put a lump of this filling onto each piece. And then we send it into the oven, preheated to the max so that the caps are baked. Literally just 3 minutes and everything's ready. We serve it beautifully, pour over some unagi sauce, and sprinkle it with sesame seeds. That's it, our baked rolls invented in the 2000s are ready. I really want to try them. It is just divine. A very tasty warm roll and with a cheese tap on top. 10 out of 10. Surprisingly, the most delicious rolls in the last 100 years turned out to be made in America, not Japan. And all of them were invented relatively recently. Write in the comments what your favorite sushi roll is. And if this video gets 130,000 likes, then I will make a video hot dogs now versus 100 years ago. Also subscribe to the channel, and bye everybody.